Hi there. Nice to finally meet you in person. My name's Morgan, and I'll be your personal tour guide around Bryce Canion. Today's weather is perfect for sightseeing. I've marked the best spots of the park on your map. I'm ready to get started whenever you are.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the sunrise from up there.
Here we go.
First, we will head toward Bryce Canyon City, the gateway to the park. Here we are, Bryce Canyon City. It was founded in 1916 when the first lodge and cabins were built to welcome travelers. Its popularity soon grew to a point where the park's ecosystem was endangered, and the area was declared a national park in 1928. The city and canyon are named after Ebenezer Bryce, a Mormon rancher who settled in the area in 1874. He reportedly described the canyon as a hell of a place to lose a cow.
Honestly, that's probably the most relatable way anyone has ever described a national park.
Let's now follow the scenic road toward Bryce Canyon Visitor Center. Here is the Visitor Center, where many tourists begin their journey into the park. It serves as the headquarters of the park rangers surveying the Utah prairie dog population, which is native to the area. There is also an interactive museum exhibiting the incredible paleontological discoveries made inside the park, including ancient marine fossils from back when Utah was covered by a vast inland sea. The area also sits right on the edge of a certified international dark sky park, with local ordinances strictly designed to minimize light pollution. It offers some of the best stargazing spots in the country. If you look down below, you'll see Bryce Canyon's famous hoodoos. The word comes from the southern Paiute people. Those rock formations were considered to be the petrified remains of ancient beings who had been sanctioned for misbehavior. Okay, let's continue by heading toward the sinking ship, a stunning rock formation east of the visitor center. Just ahead is the sinking ship, a prominent mesa tilted 30 degrees. The sinking ship is a great example of the geologic forces at work in the Bryce Canyon area. It was formed through millions of years of uplift, tilting bedrock that has been eroded, exposing its layers. The sinking ship and the hoodoos are formations made of the same bedrock, a form of limestone. The different characteristics of each is due to differences in how they have been eroded. Let's continue to Sunrise Point, the perfect spot for beautiful views during this time of day. We've just reached Sunrise Point. If you turn around and face towards the east, you can see the sun rise over the Aquarius Plateau.
Wow. The colors are so vibrant right now. It was a good idea to get up so early.
The viewpoint provides a stunning perspective of the tilted form of the sinking ship. To its left, Boat Mesa stands over the canyon. The next highlight of the trip is Bryce Point, just south of here. To Bryce Point, the park's most famous overlook. Situated at 8,200 feet, it offers stunning vistas of Bryce Amphitheater's collection of hoodoos and grottos, the defining features of this magnificent landscape. The Bryce Amphitheater contains one of the planet's greatest concentrations of hoodoos. The area is surrounded by several plateaus and valleys that provide visual insight into the dynamic natural history of the area.
This view is absolutely breathtaking.
Now, let's make our way toward the ridgeline until we reach Paria Valley. Directly ahead, framed by the canyon walls, is Paria Valley.
Whoa, look at that!
The overlook is named after the Paria River, which snakes through the valley far below. For most of the year, it looks like a dry, empty wash, but it is actually responsible for carrying away the eroded sediment and carving out the wider valley landscape over millennia. This amphitheater is more than 492 feet deep, and its steep vertical cliffs are famous nesting grounds for peregrine falcons and white-throated swifts. You can often watch them catch the thermal updrafts and dive bomb into the canyon at incredible speeds. All right, folks, let's head toward our next stop. Here's our next stop. This is Swamp Canyon, the wetland of the desert. Despite being in a high-altitude desert, Swamp Canyon offers a lush microenvironment due to 2 tiny creeks and several natural springs. You can find wild iris, grasses, and willows here, a stark contrast to the parched surrounding landscape.
The mountains and forest together look magical.
When looking around, the horizon is dominated by 2 rocky formations known as buttes. They evolved due to differential weathering and erosion, where water broke down and carried away surrounding material more quickly than the buttes themselves, leaving them standing as they are today. Eventually, those buttes will erode further and turn into hoodoos as well. Now let's head toward Pink Cliffs, one of Bryce Canyon National Park's most colorful formations. The birdwatchers, this part of the park is one of the most interesting. It attracts a wide variety of species, including many songbirds that are not found in the park's more rocky and exposed areas. Looks like we've arrived. Here is the Pink Cliffs, the topmost and youngest step in the vast geological sequence known as the Grand Staircase, which stretches 100 miles from Bryce Canyon southward to the Grand Canyon. While the oldest rocks at the bottom of the Grand Canyon are nearly 2 billion years old, the Pink Cliffs represent the most recent major sedimentary deposits in the region. The vibrant coloring of the cliffs comes from varying amounts of iron oxide and manganese trapped within the limestone.
The colors are so rich.
We'll now head toward Black Birch Canyon, one of the last stops on our journey.
Every turn somehow gets even more incredible.
This is it. Blackbird's Canyon is lying in front of us.
I can't get over this view.
Located at an elevation of around 8,530 feet, this viewpoint offers a quieter, high-altitude perspective of the park's southern amphitheater. On a clear day, the overlook provides incredible long-distance views. If you look to the east, you can see Navajo Mountain on the horizon, which is over 80 miles away. The canyon's floor, 984 feet below the overlook, is covered in a dense carpet of pine and fir trees, which is a different environment than the rest of the park. Okay, let's head toward one final spectacular viewpoint before we wrap up this journey. We've reached the grand finale, Rainbow Point, the highest point in Bryce Canyon National Park. At 9,186 feet, it offers a stunning 360-degree panorama of the entire park and surrounding region. The landscape descends in massive geological steps south of here toward the Grand Canyon. The combination of high altitude, an arid climate, and limestone soil creates a rare microbiome that supports the growth of ancient bristlecone pine trees. These beautiful sentinels live for thousands of years, growing extremely slowly in harsh temperatures and winds that forge them over time into gnarled, evocative forms. Rainbow Point is also the end of the road for the 18-mile-long scenic road that starts from Bryce Canyon City. I hope that you have enjoyed exploring the wonders of Bryce Canyon National Park.
Absolutely. This has been incredible.
This has been a wonderful flight throughout one of the planet's most beautiful and intriguing corners. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share it with you.